Rangi tua tini tini, biri mai taku mai e ti, taku mai e ta, tu, te rau tu. Te tia kene au e te rā mea patapata. Rau mai te tanga ai tata te tu. Taku pe e o dite. E pe e te e kakaranga e. E rau tātou pōru. O kata i tū rākau. Tātou i ea mai e ki ara. Tai tātou kōkita. Reo tāku mga taware hau atara e tātou, te kamata te tātou. Tangi e kātu, me i rangi moti, ke maunga tapu. Ke maunga roa. Marino te moana mei toke rau ki tonga. E tapurua. Nā tōku mata kena. Akai ki te maunga a te ara iawa i ki. He muhu anga o ngā atu. Ka tapu. Ki aumaru. Atu pai. Atu ko. Mau ki takitu te nuroa i iti. Kaura tapu wānanga e. Kia orana. Kia orana tātou katoto e te roa mātou te pio. Ko te i pe e tuau. O atu i ea e te o maunga e turu. I Rarotonga. Ko te maunga roa, ko te maunga taito ki te rera e noa no tātou ai tupunu. Maunga tapu, whara tātou i te era o te nira, ko te ingoa taito te o te rera maunga. Maunga tapu. Māta te tangata kariki, te mēreko i rungo i te maunga. Māta te opinga tarai i rungo i te maunga. Areko i ki te. Matai ki te. Akari e te taitutua ho ni, i te maunga i tōna tutu. Ko atu i katoa ke au, e turu mai i Rarotonga, ko aumaru, ko te ngai tīrira i akamata e te anga takuru e rawe e te amataiti, ko te are tīrira o tēnā mana, ko te tai tupono i te reo o noroto mai au tēnā mana, ko atu i e girunga e atupare, ko te ngai te e noora te awariki, ko te kutuare tīrira, o atukura, ko te ngai tīrere e waere te homa. Tō rea atu i mai e te awa tōru ki girotu i te epe. Ko te tai ingoa taito o tākitu mo ka te tangata i kite, o tākitu te nūroa i iti. Ko atu i katoa mai. Me pēte kuka e, karangatu a karanga o ana ai e kōkō. Ko te tai ahotia mai tā rātou pē. Ka haranga rātou e kaura, tapu wānanga e, te aiteanga, the breath of life, te akamata ni tā tātou āngai rere te ara. Takurua means great feast on a special occasion. It can also mean unusual food, like pork, fish, which you don't get often. And takurua highlights respect of the gods, respect of the environment, and respect of each other. Te aronga mana, te utaonga, te matakena. Akoro maki mai koto, aka iru tāko tutua me tutua atu, are raunga. No araura mai o, no mangaya mai, no Rarotonga, no apu toru, no maniki, no pamati mai, no tongarewa mai. No rea kakairu, tua papaharewa tō. Te reo o te reo o tamato e noa mai English. No rea kakairu, katau tākia mara mata kato toa tātātou nā. O te takurua, aia ko te rero o tātātou tutua na ronga e te kai. Takurua is not our only word for food. We have other words. Takurua Tapu, which is a special festival. And then there's Pokai Tartan, which is an extraordinary festival that the tribes have. Pokai Tiro, Pokai Tapini, which is a tribal feast specially for visitors. Biri Aya, a festival during the season of planting. Tarakai, festival highlighting a day of rejoicing. And they have food during all these festivals. And this is the one I like. I think this is good for us today. Ma'ana Apuru, it's a fasting festival, which means people line up. Some get food, but most do not. They are supposed to fast. That's a great festival. Poro, it's a hair cutting ceremony. A lot of people say our hair cutting, it began when Christianity arrived. No, we had the Poro. It goes way back before Christianity arrived. And then we have Maire, which is a festival of celebrations. And Umukai. Umukai is the word that we use a lot today. But Umukai actually is food from the oven. We tended to use it meaning feast. But in the ancient days, Umukai was not feast. Umukai was food from the oven. And when we talk about Takurua, a feast, there are some very important land plants and foods that usually are included in that. We have the taro, the kumara, the kuru, meiko, new, ui, maniota, the to. Now the to is, our ancestors believed the to was the food of the gods. Iri na girato e te tuata o moa. Me pate koe ka ere koe ki parata ito. I parata ito tarato kaya na rato ito. Tarato iri na girato. So sugarcane was very important. The kawa was also very, very important. We don't have kawa anymore now, but it was a very important part of our takurua for our ancestors. We have, of course, the ara, the ote, the clothing that they have, the ue, the tea, and so on. And one of the interesting things about the Maori language, there's a lot of our words includes eating, kai. If you look at all these words, kai parau, eat words, it means to receive religious instruction. Kai wairu, spiritual food, learning of things of the spirit. Kai ram, eat of space. When someone tricks you, that's called kai ram. There's kai korero, which all you students are doing today, kai korero. You're learning oral traditions and history. Kai karakia is eat prayers to have religious instruction. Kai inua, to eat land or food off the land. It can also mean absorbing land. Kai tangata, man eater, I'll leave that to you to think about. Kai tangata. Kai pati, to bait somebody. Or kayu, being in debt, or kaitama, inside the wall. So kai was a very important part in our language. And then another important thing about our food. Many people say that traditional food is very bland, meaning, no taste to it. I have a hard time believing that. Because when you look at the ways our ancestors cooked their food, there are different ways of cooking their food. We know about the ta'ubu, baking, steaming. There's tunu, which still do that. Then tunu paka, not many of us do that anymore. Tamaro, some of us still do that. Para, nobody does that anymore. Tunu kirungai dere, I think most people don't do that anymore. Whether it's a re'umura or te re'uai, you get different tastes. And rawan, which you wrap food, some of our foods will still do that. The tumu, broiling with special canned food prepared for chief. And then using either coral rocks or black rocks. Many of us think of the black rocks. We don't realize we also use the coral rock too. And that adds a different taste again to it. We have different ways of serving our food. We have the rodo, and then we use the roti, the ro'o, the roe maker, the ro'nu, the ipu. And when we say ipu in Hawaii, ipu is our ue. Okay, their ipu is our ue, so don't get confused when you talk to Hawaiians and they say ipu. Our ipu is different from theirs. Our ipu is the coconut shell, and the ue to us is the ipu that they have. We also use amapau, amaparo, amakai, amaku, and the kumete. Matatata kumete, tuke tatata kumete. Kumete roro, kumete taupuku, poro. E tanga katoa na tātou i whaka. Pe umukai mata, atana mai e te waka. We had a variety of pounders which we use to prepare our food. Those made out of wood, those made out of bone, those made out of stone. And we had a variety of baskets. I've already mentioned a few here. Tapo, kete niko, amota, kete, oini. And we had a variety of food traps that we used to catch our food. The hinai, the ama. And I love this picture here, the one of the beautiful woman. That's actually my great-grandmother. I took that photo out of Terang Hero's book on the culture of Aitaki. And I was lucky that we recognized her because she was not identified before. But the interesting thing for me about this particular food picture is that her father was William Masters, the man who had 5 or 6 wives. There's a debate about that. She's the daughter. So that particular may have been an Aitaki one, or it might have been a Palmerston one, or a Tonganawa one. I'm still trying to identify it, but it's very interesting for me. We had different kinds of clothes, different kinds. Mera me tatato anga ngai te tuata, ahara me tato mai pai te rauti. Mana hora pa tato po te kaka utara o to tato tupu. Kai. To tato tupu, to mana mo te me akara ana tato akara ana tato te me tuato pui. Tuato pui te bitu tuo kera era o kita kore aro me o tato re tuato mara matato to ko mana o tato te tuato pui o ra te tuato mara to ko mana ko wo te tai I te tuato mo me tutua akara o tuato pui te tuato mara to mana ko tara o ke to ko era mana no me akara o to rato kiti akara ko e to rato kaka tuke to rato kaka hari te roti pu te wera am poku pon la karata te pona I te tuato te aita mai shit tuato mo te pona it's a type of underwear apa no ko underwear na te tu itorato mara pure ko the girl the pure te te reu to mana ko te reu karata te tuato e paru o te ingo tai te reu te tia tarato tu pinga me ta ko le karata e tu puna e re me mo re tia chiko chiputa kope e te wai tu o ta ko te ku e me tarato kai when they eat they have protocol. They had protocol when they eat. The table would be set on the floor. They would have banana leaves lying across, and then they would have a mat for the people to sit on. And next to the person would be a nu and a tapa. I'm trying to understand why the tapa. I don't know that part. somebody suggested to me that tapa was a gift. When you finish eating, you put the tapa on to show the host you finish it. I don't know. Maybe one of you can research that and find out. And of course, the food, the puaka, and a lot of their food was served in bowls, which you saw before. The men sat a certain way. It was very rude to point your feet outward. They would sit cross-legged, and the women would sit sideways. I can't see it from there, but you can see in the picture there. Again, pointing their feet backwards. So they had protocol. And they said their prayers. I think we tend to think that when Christianity arrived, our people started saying prayers. No, they said prayers before. In fact, God was maybe a lot more part of their lives. And you will see that as we go along with the presentation. Another interesting thing about our ancestors is karanatu akarangan na kai, akaranatu e ke wo cheni te ku te tuato akaranatu e kai, akaranatu tuato moe ke nga te to kai oro mga e ana me amana mo te tanu te ke nga te to kai. Eat your food. E te tuatau moa kāre te ei tuku na e tari kai e. Kia marama tātou ea. A karane me te o tangata e. Tari kai, e o te tau mo kai, tari te kai, a hana o tupuru. Kāre te hana o tupuru. Naura te ka pāpū ki tātou kātou toa, kāre te hana o tupuru. Are tari ana te kai. Me toi te kai, nā te tāta, nōna te kakoroa. Nāna e tua e te kai, kātua e te kai. Ara koe ere rapu iau. O ore, ha mana te ako na wana tatu, I te tuatu. Kāre trai te ako na tatu. Te irina ki newe wai, ha tuke, ha tanu tatu e tatu. Te oranga e ike mua. Nā mana hoa tara, hare uri tara atuang te uru pā. Some of our food was very, very sacred, very important. This particular photo I'm showing you, Chionama Hariki had a porcupine battle headdress that he wore during times of battle. There's also another sample, the shark, very sacred to the Manawaro Matayapo. They call it the Dika Moyawa, which was a symbol of vigilance for Manawaro. And then the octopus. For many families in Cook Islands, the octopus was very sacred. Octopus was very sacred to Chiramana. And the interesting thing about the octopus is it was also the map that our ancestors used. And on the map would be certain points, the different awaikis. One of the that I learned many years ago, it goes like this. Tupu e gunu tupu o ke maria, tupu e koe Hawaii ki ruma, Hawaii ki raro, Hawaii ki tautau, Hawaii ki pā, mama. A Hawaii ki ruma, ko taiti. A Hawaii ki raro, ko tato. Ko tato Hawaii ki raro. Hao mai rei rao ki tā tuang mai, te i tuang e te kiri pachi kuri uri te tato, te i tuang mai, te o ino me hao mai te tato. The Line Islands, yeah. The Line Islands, e au inua te tuatau mua. Te au inua no mangarawara mai mani ki mai te au inua. To te tuatau e topa e te au inua hoa. Tuatau. The pig was also very important. It's still very important in our culture today. In vestiges today, the pig must be present, and the person receiving the title bites the left ear of the pig. Why the left ear? Because the left ear represents your people. The right ear represents people of title. The left ear represents your people. Why do you bite the ear? It's your way of saying, I promise to listen to the voice of my people. That's what it means. So it's very important. Now, today, some people receive titles as Seventh-day Adventists. Seventh-day Adventists stay away from pigs. So they choose not to bite the ear of the pig. I've seen a couple of people do that. That's okay, but it means you are not confirmed. It means you hold the title until you die. And when you die, the title may shift to another line. That's really what it means. And that has happened in the past. If you understand what's going on, that's what. So the pig, very important during our feast. What are the purpose of the feast? It's really for the pleasure of the people participating, whatever the event is. But it's also to seek the assistance of the gods, or their companionship, or their forgiveness. Because maybe you did something naughty in your life, and so you hold a feast, and it's your way of seeking forgiveness. And our food in the past was very much associated to the gods. Tangaro. Tangaro was the god, generally speaking, of the sea. He was the fisherman's god. So the fish that are caught, normally you attribute it to Tangaro. He was also the god of fertility. Then there's Raro. Raro was the god of everything that is on the ocean floor. A lot of people are not aware of this particular god, but he was a very important god. And we would say, Raro te tua me topa ki te takere. Raro te takere. The ocean floor. Then Rongo. Rongo was the god of peace. And Rongo was the god of all the food that are red. So, a coconut, a nu, that is green, belongs to Tangaro. A nu that is red belongs to Rongo. And not everybody is allowed to drink the red nu, because that is sacred. That's sacred. Any food that is red is sacred. The only people really that can eat it are the tauma, the orametua, and the chiefs, the rongamana. But ordinary people cannot eat it. So the red fish, the red parrot, I suppose, red sweet potatoes, the lobsters, sea lobsters, that belonged to them. And then tane was all the raurako, the forest, the birds. So you can see, when you talk about food for our ancestors, every food was associated to God. I'm showing you here an example of a prayer that they would have had. You may have heard some other prayers like, kapachi, kaputa, beravera chi, beravera ta, tamariki tute au, e kaira. By the way, tamariki tute au means you sinners. That's what it means. You sinners. You sinners, well, eat. But a more formal prayer would look like this. I'll go deeper into it after. Over here, there's a clear understanding by our ancestors that they had to care for the environment. They had to conserve. They needed to use the resources, but to be thankful for the resources of the sea, the resources of the ocean. On a typical traditional takurua table, you would find three things. You would find the kai, the kinaki, and the vai. You must have all three for your table to be complete. If you only have the kai, people would say, Where's the kina? So you must have all three. So that's how we view our table traditionally. Some of us still view it that way. And of course, when you talk about the kai e ika, e moa, poka, poi, michiori, ruri tape, ariu kai e kai uumi wawaro, ka kai ere te mai, aratatu e tunu o anei te mai, tera kuru ka tangu rato kiraro, a aru ke te oro mataicha, ka ke mai ako te oro mataicha. Te mai rea, ari e karo kare ako e tāna. Tori te au marama o te aitupu na wongaro e tātou. Tō rātou kiti. Nā aro tātou. Are ko te reo o tātou haupu mai. Are haupu mai tātou i tō rātou marama, i tō rātou kiti. Hau ki tātou ka akara. Ia tātou e hoa i te aitupu. Tika tika e te aitupu te marama. Some of the kina ki te would have taro, kumara, hui, koka, poke. Kanaka, yere, and so on. And then different kinds of vai. It's not just new. The vai maru, vai yare, natural water from a spring. The vai ua, kawa, the taiakai, the vai raurako, noroto mai te raurako the vai ua rako, the vai utu. Me mani tā rātou takurua. Māta te ronga kāno nui. Ari e tai ua tāra. Kāno no koe e te turuturu a te tua. E tā tātou e ronga ni te tuata. Te turuturu a te ronga mana. Te turuturu a te o ramakai. Te turuturu a te o taunga o te karaki. Te o tokaumu. Te tokaumu, they are the chefs. They know how to get that rock hot. And how long that hot rock will last. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. The different rocks. You know, they specialize. And they do porokuruki, the welcome hosts, the speakers, the matutua, the taunga waiata, te aronga kiti, te imene, te aronga tamatara. Dorira, e kapapanta ato ako no. Me akarata ato i nire kinu o ki te rawakay. Te rawakay, ki te tuatau, te arapo, te teknika tanu i te kai, no te akanga karawi i te amatai tiki mo. Te a kai roe ka tiki, i te tuhika i te ara, i te tuhika i te rapo, o paramara atu. They know their seasons. And the tokau, o marama katoa e ka pakari te po, te ria tāna i te po. I go back to my comment before. Many people say the ancestors' food was bland. I showed to you the different ways that they cook. But they also had powerful meaning words that describe their food. Nave nave, or nanave, nanave, or mona mona. Mona mona is delicious. Mona mona. E maanga mona mona nato matakena. Yeah, delicious food for my tribe. And if the food is so good, you say, nene. Now, a lot of us will associate this word with other human activities. But actually, our ancestors associated this word more with food than with anything else. So if a food is so good, you say, man, man. I hope you guys are not embarrassed to use that word. That's a beautiful word. Beautiful word. Maybe I'll make a song using that word. I'm not brave enough to do it yet. But it's a beautiful word. And another term that we use, in France they say bon appetit. In Japan they say kampai. In Hawaii, Whereas we say, "Kaya takatay." That means eat until you eat on the food. Okay. Now, as I grew up, I heard stories from my community, from the mamas I mixed with. And they would say, they would point to somebody who may be 60, 70 years old. They would say, so-and-so, mama, hi, takay mo po, ginawa tanta. Oh, takay. This is 50 years later. They're still talking about so-and-so who got married, ran out of food. So it's the worst thing to happen in our culture is to run out of food. And so we use the term, kaya takatay. That really means there's plenty food, don't worry. Keep, be happy. So the importance of the different food and how they present it, also very critical. This is the prayer that I was alluding to you before. Iyo etetu, oro amai, ite au o ramamutia, te au o ramamutia, kiruma ite e takuru, e yara ki te pito o awate, oro e kaira. Very simple, very powerful, very meaningful prayer. We said everything in a few words. Now, the au orangi mochi is a reference to heaven's dew, the dew from heaven, early hours of the morning. It's a traditional way of referring to the blessings of humility, to be humble and to grow. The other term, the ayah, pito, which is the road to the navel of Avatar. It's a traditional reference to the sky parent, having real power, to be strengthened. Then the other term, which they sometimes use, I didn't use it in the prayer that I showed you, is mangaro. Mangaro is a reference to the Milky Way. That when you hold a takuru event, when you refer to mangaro, that means you're saying the world will find out about this great, great event. So they use powerful words that have very deep meaning. And that's one of the beauties, I think, of the Maori language, Kogan Maori language, is the power that it has. If you think about it, coconut, one word in English, what's that? Coconut. You translate it to Maori. They have different words, Ua, koa, nu, komata, akai. Very detailed, very detailed. What's the translation to English? One word, coconut. Which one has more mana? I think it's the Maori words, terms that they have, and we'll talk more about that. So I wrote a song a couple of years ago called Te Takuru, and I did a lot of research. That's how I found out about a lot of this information that I'm sharing with you. When I write a song, I do a lot of research into the song. And unfortunately, I don't have the song with me. So maybe another time. But I want to take this opportunity because I started with Kia ora, and we started this opening with the word Kia ora. I want to end it with Kia ora and talk about the term Kia ora because it is a very special term. Here is the sacred lesson from a wise teacher. Takai koe te papa inua, aka mo I te pito inu. You step onto solid ground and connect your upper life. How we the marae I tam, I tere to'o ran, aye koko. It's one of my favorite verses of wisdom from our ancestors. And I have all of you students learn this because it applies to you. Wherever you go, you connect yourself and you create a sacred place around you. And you will succeed. The chant captures the essence of Kia ora. It urges hapu te parai I tapu I tere to ora. Ko tōku I e turanga mō, ko tōku I e ririnu, ko te tai o tōku aitukona e manure, I teia ni rā, ko atu ia e toke toke enu. My identity is my strength. Okay, some of my ancestors were birds, but today they are woven as earthworm. To be an earthworm is the most powerful position to be in our culture. And Kia ora is talking about this being connected. You know, I know a few years ago there was a lot of debate about the islands of the sea. Are we the islands of the sea, or are we a sea of islands? There was a lot of debate across the Pacific. I've always had a problem with that debate because they're talking about the sea. Because as I grew up in my culture, the sea, the land, and the heavens, the skies, were never separated. They were not separated. In fact, the pair I shared with you before, you know, that pair continues on. It talks about all three. So, the question then is, what connects us? I think people are missing the point. It's not the sea, or the ocean, or the land. What connects us is families, is people. That's what connects us. Because we talk about genealogy. When we talk about genealogy, when we refer to our ancestors in our speeches, it's as though they were around. So, genealogy, there's no boundary between our ancestors, us, and those yet to come. In fact, I think we redefine the term family. When we talk about land belongs to the family, the Western concept is land belongs to me, my mother, my sisters, my brothers. No, land belongs to your ancestors and to you and to those yet to be born. That's what the family is. And that's what Kia ora is. Kia ora is talking about them, us, and those yet to come. It's a connectedness that we have. So, Kia ora is one of those concepts you can actually use in research as a methodology. There are other terms we have too, like the waka, the tangi ka'ara, and so on. But I want you to look at this picture. This happened in Hawaii. My son and I took this photo. We had a big rain in Laie, and the place was flooded. And some of the students were, they went home. And there's basically two groups of students here. The ones that went home using an umbrella. And those that went home in the drench, in the ditch. Okay, so I would ask the question to you. Which one are you? Are you the one with the umbrella? Or are you the one having a good time in the ditch on the way home? Yeah. If you can imagine that the umbrella is your real mouth, it's your real, strengthening you, giving you protection. I've been many places where I am so thankful for my real. I've been to Papua New Guinea. I went to a very isolated place. In fact, I was supposed to be there with the High Commissioner of Papua New Guinea. I was then High Commissioner of the Koganis. He didn't turn up, so I was on my own. He wasn't there. They were going to give him a gift of a house. And because he wasn't there, they had the house ready.